Today we're driving one of Colorado's more unique 4x4 trails, Medano Pass. It's a 20-mile point-to-point route that cuts straight through the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, connecting the forested backcountry to the open dunes of the Great Sand Dunes National Park. The trail's rated a moderate 4 out of 10. Not too technical, but it'll keep you paying attention. Between rocky climbs, muddy sections, multiple creek crossings, and soft sand, it's the kind of drive that keeps things interesting from start to finish. We came in from the east side of the pass, starting near the town of Gardner. About halfway in, we found a perfect meadow to set up camp for the night. Flat, quiet, and surrounded by mountain peaks. The dogs loved it. Plenty of room to run around, chase scents, and burn off energy while we watched the sun dip below the ridgeline. The next morning we packed up and continued west toward the dunes. The trail eventually drops into the San Luis Valley. As you get deeper in, the terrain starts to change. You will go through several crossings of Medano Creek, and some sections will start to get a little tighter. In the spring and early summer, these crossings can get pretty lively, depending on snowmelt, but they're all manageable with a solid rig and air-down tires. The tighter sections can be done in a full-size truck, but prepare for some pinstriping. If you're enjoying this adventure, be sure to subscribe to the channel to join me on future trips. Your support really makes a difference. After arriving at the sand dunes, we spent the day exploring and soaking it in. They're pretty incredible in person. They're the tallest dunes in North America. Some of them rise over 700 feet high. It's one of those places that makes you stop for a minute and realize just how strange and beautiful nature can be. The dogs weren't too sure about the sand at first, but being the happy pups they are, they had their fun. We wrapped up this leg of the trip at Zapata Falls. The short hike follows a cold mountain stream into a narrow canyon where the falls pour through the rock. The perfect way to cool off on a hot day.
Good boy. Oh, look at that.
After the dunes, we pushed further west into the Rio Grande National Forest, a vast, quiet stretch of wilderness in south-central Colorado that covers over 1.8 million acres. It's less crowded than other popular spots in the state, making it easy to find your own little corner of solitude. We found a nice, peaceful hike that took us up to this beautiful Alpine Lake. The dogs didn't need any convincing. They jumped right in, splashing around in the crystal clear water while we took in the reflections of the peaks all around. Later that day, we found another perfect spot to call home for the night. An open meadow surrounded by forest with a stunning mountain backdrop. The dogs were living their best life, running laps, noses to the ground, sniffing every corner, completely free. I took advantage of the lighting and sent the drone soaring up for a few shots. The forest opening up, the mountains stretching into the distance, and the clear blue skies. A simple reminder of just how special the Colorado mountains are. For the final stretch of the trip, we turned north towards Buena Vista, although some might call it Buena Vista, a small mountain town tucked beneath the towering collegiate peaks. The drive cut our trip home in half the next day, but more than that, it gave us a chance to slow down and soak in one last night. We found a wide open campsite with plenty of room to stretch out, and the views of the peaks were nothing short of breathtaking. We got a fire going, tossed on some music, and watched the light fade behind the ridgelines. It was one of those evenings where time seems to stretch. The fire crackling, the sky turning dark, the mountains looming all around. The perfect way to close out the trip.